If you are experiencing foundation issues, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
This month's TV 47 Star Student of the Month.
Her name is Megan Tankersley, and she is a senior at Sylacauga High School. Megan, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit more about yourself, Megan.
Okay, so like you said, I'm a senior at Sylacauga High School. My parents are Sid and Angie Tankersley. They're local business people here in Sylacauga. I have an older sister named Anna. She's a junior at Sanford, and she's on the pre-med track there.
Okay. You have any pets?
I do. I just got a new puppy named Rip. He's an English Cocker Spaniel.
What's his name?
Wild Rip.
Oh, wow.
That's what the breeders called him, and my dad liked it, so he was like, let's keep it.
Okay. Have you kind of hit it off with him?
A little bit. He likes all of us, but he's crazy. He's about 7 weeks old, so he's right there in that teething stage where he's just wild all the time.
As he gets a little older, you better watch your shoes, but the closet's closed. Talk about being a senior at Sylacauga High School. Megan has a GPA of 4.23 and highest composite ACT score 31. Girl, you're doing great.
Thank you.
How you do this?
I really don't know. The teachers at Sylacauga are great. We do a lot of ACT prep, especially in our junior year before we take the required ACT that every junior has to take. So that helps a lot. My parents helped me a lot. They took me to the ACT prep classes that are just like extracurricular. And they've always told me to work hard and do my best, especially in school and in everything that I do. So,
yeah. Have you always become always been a good student, or somewhere along the line it clicked with you in earlier years?
I think I've been a good student.
Yeah.
Around like kindergarten and preschool wasn't the most well-behaved, but around second grade is when I started to realize I probably should act better.
Wow. Hey, talk about some of the classes that you've taken. The pre-AP and honors courses. You've been doing this since the 9th grade. You've got a heavy class load. Talk about some of these classes and subjects.
I think that being in AP and honor classes is very beneficial, especially if you learn better in a smaller classroom environment because there aren't as many people in there. And so the teachers have a lot more time to make sure that you know what you need to know, instead of just rushing through it, making sure that they get through all the material. So I think it's very beneficial.
And even now, courses since the 9th grade, AP U.S. History in the 10th, AP English Language and Composition in the 11th, and AP Chemistry in the 11th. Or is that 2 or is that 11?
It's 11.
Okay. And the pre-AP honors and AP courses in which you're currently enrolled, talk about those a little bit too.
Okay. I was in AP Biology last semester, which was the first time I've been in biology.
What do y'all do in biology? Or what did you do in biology?
We talked a lot about genetics.
You didn't hold frogs or nothing, did you?
No, we can't do that anymore. We did a lot about natural selection and evolution and stuff like that. And then this semester I'm in AP Government Economics, which I just started 2 days ago. So we're taking the citizenship test today to see how much we know about America.
All right. Megan Tankersley is our Star Student of the Month. She's a senior over at Sylacauga High School, and many clubs, too many to mention them all since the 9th grade, but talk about some of your favorites.
Okay. One of my favorites is probably NHS, because I love our sponsor, Miss Allen. She was my chemistry teacher, so I've been with her since sophomore year. We've gotten really close over the years, and I'm actually the president, so I spend a lot more time with her now, and that's just really fun.
You're quite the athlete, too. You play a lot of tennis.
Yes, sir.
And how'd you get started with tennis?
My older sister started playing when I was in the 4th grade, maybe, and I thought it looked really fun, so I started taking lessons with Randy Carter, a local professional here, in around 5th grade, and I've been playing on the team since 7th grade.
When I go through by the post office and go in there to drop mail, and he be out there, he'll just put his hand up. He don't want me to even drive through, so you're doing a great job. You got into theater, too. How about that?
I did. I started theater last year, and it was really fun, and I've gotten to be in 3 productions since then, and I'm currently in musical theater, and we'll be doing Beauty and the Beast this upcoming May.
All right, that sounds good. That's a pretty good theater group that will be involved in that too, right? Okay. Are you able to hold any part-time job or anything, or you got quite a load on you? I didn't know if you could or not.
I did an internship actually through the school, one of the Aggie Vol classes. I interned at my parents' foundry because I want to go into engineering, and I was also able to intern at the Board of Education this past semester.
Okay. Now, involved in your church? What about that one?
I am very involved in the missions team at our church. I've been to a mission trip to Portland, Oregon, and this past summer I went to Lima, Peru, which was a very interesting experience.
How eye-opening is that?
It was very eye-opening because they're not considered a third world country, but they're so different from where we are. And to see that they were living in just boxes made of plywood with the dirt floor and how happy they were, it was amazing.
You know, that opens our eyes, doesn't it, to know that we're really blessed in this country. Even if we are poor, we're blessed to live in this country, because if you look in other countries, not even third world countries, you see this type of living standard, and there's some great people.
There are.
Did you meet some of them?
I did. There was a local church in the region that we worked in called, and I'm going to butcher this, Pachacamac, and it was one of the poorest places in Peru. And the pastor there, he was amazing. He shared with us the story about how they came to own the land that the church was on, because it was crazy, because there's basically gangs that control all the land down there. So it was a long story about the gang members coming and tearing down fences in their buildings until the head gang guy was like, no, let them build the church. I want it here. And so it's crazy story where you know that only God could have done that.
What kind of food did you eat there?
Whole chickens made into soup. I'm pretty sure I ate a chicken liver.
Oh, no, you did?
I think so. I don't like to think about it often. It was good, though.
Wow, that is fantastic. We're talking with Megan Tankersley, the senior over at Sylacauga High School. Describe yourself, Megan, using 3 adjectives and why you chose these.
Oh, I know I put one of them as indecisive because it took me about 3 days to try to find the right words. I would put analytical. I like to think about problems and solve problems in logical, practical ways. And I would put bubbly, maybe. I like to laugh a lot.
Well, you're easygoing, yeah. And you kind of look at things from a practical standpoint. Yeah. Senior, you've just got a few more months to go.
Yes, sir.
We're going down the home stretch. What are you going to do after school?
I'm going to go to the University of Alabama and major in engineering. Okay. I haven't decided what kind yet. Okay. And you'll be in Tuscaloosa, of course. Sir. And that'll be a good thing for you. So we appreciate you coming this morning. Thank you for having me.
And we're honored to have our STAR students every day. We usually have 2, and we've had 2 this morning. Megan Tankersley is a senior at Sylacauga High School. And before we go, who is your go-to person when you hit a bump in the road?
My mom.
Okay.
My mom and I spend a lot of time together. We watched all of Grey's Anatomy together over the summer. It was fun.
No, it's a closeness and with the family, that's for sure. And if you could go anywhere in the world, all expenses paid, where would it be? Don't say Lima, Peru.
Lima, Peru. I would go back. Yeah. Probably Italy.
Okay. All right. Now, in high school, you had a lot of people to help you in high school. And who is a couple of the people that's made an impact in your life in high school?
Definitely Miss Taunton, our theater teacher. Now Miss Layton, she got married over Christmas break. Miss Wilson, my biology teacher. Miss Miller, our English teacher. They're really, because I've been in such small classes, I've gotten to know all of my teachers really well. So they really all have, but there were a few that have stood out.
All right. We're talking with Megan Tankersley. She's a senior over at Sylacauga High School. Megan, thanks a lot for joining us this morning. She's looking right there in that camera. Her name is Megan Tankersley, a senior at Sylacauga High School. She is our Star Student of the Month.
Tune in to Daybreak weekdays at 6:30 a.m. for your Star Student of the Month.